Hey there, I'm going to use a repeating stencil to stencil some rose background onto this wall, and then in the middle of that repeating background I'm going to put an actual rose, a stencil of a rose. So we'll see how this repeating stencil works for the background, and it's actually a three color separation background, and then we'll see how the 5 color separated rose on the foreground looks. But primarily we want to sort of figure out whether or not the repeating background is a successful background. When I look at those 3 repeating background stencils, I see a white layer, and I see a red layer, and a black layer. And as far as which one has the most bridges in it, I'm pretty sure that the white layer has the most bridges in it that would be the most noticeable. So I kind of want to replace that white layer with the background. So I want to make the surface color, I want to make a light color that's so that I don't have to use that. And then I'm going to use the red and the black on top of it. And you'll see why that works best when we go through it. But in practice, you're only going to need, if you have 3 stencils for the repeating background, you're going to only need 2 of them. If you have 2 stencils for the repeating background, you're going to only need 1 of them, because you're going to paint the background color, you're going to paint your surface, or you're going to take your surface color the way it is. To show what's possible here, I'm not going to use just a plain white background. I've kind of got an abstract kind of white and baby aspirin orange kind of blended molded background, just to give it a little bit more fun for the pattern that I'm going to place over it, which is going to be these climbing roses. I like that pretty well just the way it is. I might not even need the red, but I'm going to put it in there anyway just to see what happens. Well, as a repeating background, I don't hate it. But at the same time, I have to say that adding the red makes it this other background effect. It kind of makes it pointless a little bit. I might experiment with this without adding the red too. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put my main rose on top of this rose and see what happens. Well, that looks pretty terrible. I want to give that another shot. Just painting this flower that's on the top of this thing for reference doesn't look like the stencil's perfect. It looks like there's some confusion here about whether there's 1 stem or 2 stems, and then there's the red rose, and the petals of the rose aren't really opening up so well. So I think I'm going to still use this, but I'm just going to know that this stencil isn't the best, and then when I go over here and repaint the sub painting, the platform for this whole thing, that the star is not such a big star. Okay, I like that better. That's more elegant. I'm going to take a picture of that, and then we're going to paint the surface over the top. Okay, I think I found this. I think I like it better. What do you think? Okay, so the antique pink and white in the background with very light gray trellis work of the roses, and then this modern Banksy style guy heaving a bouquet of flowers. I think it works pretty well. If I had the right stencil for the bouquet, I think it'd be even better. But this works for me. This background, this repeating stencil works for me. I don't think I would use that. I don't think I would use the red layer in there unless I was really going to go full intense dark background. Maybe I'll do one just to show what I think might look good there. As a standalone pattern, I like this one the best. I think it has the best colors. It's got a dark gray and a light gray and a pink, antique pink. This one doesn't work for me because of the green, and the darkest part doesn't stand out enough from the background. The pink's not bright enough. And this one's my second favorite. I think just the pattern of the roses, the climbing roses in gray on a pinkish white background works pretty well for me. I would even maybe try it with this white layer somehow, but I think that's enough combinations for today. Again, single best favorite is this one in the middle, then maybe this one on to the left, and then finally the one to the right. I don't think I would ever use green in this pattern. I think I would stick with an antique gray and an antique pink, or maybe a dark gray. This is Dave signing off from Bay Stencil.